Hey everyone, today we're going to do a nativity face painting design. First, I'm going to start out with some Paradise Tan on a number 3 brush to make the faces. So for this first shape, it's just basically like a football shape. And then we're going to make a little shape that almost looks like a Wonder Woman crown for Joseph's face. So it has a little point up and a little point down. It's really simple. And then for baby Jesus, it's just a little half circle. Next, I'm going to take Superstar Magic Blue and draw a heart around the entire area and fill in just about every place except where I know that Joseph's hair is going to go. And next I'll use some Superstar Sapphire Blue on the same brush to go in and fill in the space between Joseph and Mary. And for the hair of Mary and Joseph, I'm going to be using some Paradise Brown, again on that number 3 round brush. So for Joseph's hair, you just make a circle shape at the top and then fill it in so you have little points for his beard and for the top of his hair. And next I'll go in and add the folds on Mary's head covering with some Global Dark Blue. I went in a little bit later. I wasn't super happy with the way the folds on the top looked, but that's okay. You can always go back over the spot that you did before and just fill it back in with that same color and then repaint the lines. So here I'm just painting a little bit of folds in Joseph's shawl. So there you see I'm just covering back over those lines. I didn't like the way they folded, and it actually looked even better because it added in a little bit of shading. So now I'm going to go back in with some more of that Global Dark Blue and add in the fold lines on Mary's head covering. And for the swaddling clothes, I'm just going to be using some Wolf White, and I'm just going to paint in some fold lines for the fabric. And next I'll just be painting in the details on the eyes. So they're just 2 little U shapes with some eyelashes for Mary's face and a little smile. And then for baby Jesus, just a little smile, and then Joseph, 2 U shapes for his eyes. I really love that little tiny number 1 liner brush. It's really helped me do a better job of fine lines and details, and I usually use it anytime I'm outlining anything, and it's really helped me. I think this design would work really well as cheek art, but I wanted to make it more of a full forehead design for this video. So I just placed the heart in the very center of the forehead, and then later on I'm going to come in and add some more details around the sides. So the next thing you'll see is I'm going to be using some more of that Superstar Magic Blue on a number 1 brush just to paint 2 little dots for the baby's eyes. And then I'll go in with some Wolf White again on that number 1 liner brush and just add in some highlights and small fine details. If you accidentally paint your highlights a little too bold like I did, you can always go in with some more of the same background color and cover over the lines slightly just to make them a little more delicate. Next I'm going to be using the Global Iceland Fun Stroke and a 3/4 inch angle brush. So I'm just going to come to the side of the heart and swoop in 3 lines heading toward this focal point, which is the center of my forehead right between my eyes. And just for a little bit of sparkle, I'm adding some Afterglow Cosmetic Glitter in the blue iridescent fairy wing color while the paint is still wet. Next I've loaded up a small petal brush with some Wolf White and some Global Dark Blue, and I just did a series of 3 little petals heading down from the center of the heart. And my hand is in the way there, sorry guys, but I'm just pressing up a series of petals and I'm curving them up and around the heart. And I'm just going to do the same thing coming out of the outer edge of the eye. I'm going to press in a series of 5 petals on each side. Usually I like to do them either in sets of 3 or sets of 5, so odd numbers. And then I'll just come in with some wolf white on a number 5 brush, just really well loaded to make those perfect little dots to fill in around the top edge of the heart and in the bottom. And then I'll make a series of small dots on each side of the eye, and then a few just to fill in on the outer edge. And here's a little shot of the test design that I did on my arm. You can see that I had a little bit easier time with the fine details, so hopefully you do too. And that's it. That's the finished design. Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a Happy New Year. See you next time.